My name is Quinn Monahan. I'm the Director of Athletics at University of South Carolina, Beaufort, and I serve on the NAC as a representative from the ADA, which is the Athletic Director Association group. And so I serve on behalf of the ADA for the NAC. This morning we met for, I think, 3 hours, and essentially the NAC acts as a governing body for the entire association. And what we're able to do is look at, this morning we spent a lot of time looking at legislation proposals from our coaches groups. So cross country, soccer, football, most of our sport groups submitted legislation for approval. So they wanted sport motions that ranged from seasons of competition to how many games they could have in a season, everything ranging from eligibility to processes. So it's our duty to look at those sport motions per sport and determine whether that's in the best interest of just that sport or the association in general. We understand that they're very passionate about their sport and about the legislation that comes forward from them. And so while we'd love to say yes and give every coaches group the opportunity to do what they think is in the best interest of their programs and their sport, we have to look at it from a global perspective. How does that fit within the entire NAIA association? Sometimes the answer is yes. Sometimes the answer is not now. And sometimes the answer, unfortunately, is no. But as one of the governing associations, we have to look at all of those and look at it from the perspective of the entire association. So this morning, and I love it. I love being a part of a group that can think globally and think from a coach's perspective. And how does that, at the end of the day, what experience does that give our student athletes? Because at the end of the day, that's what we're here for. We're here to give 60,000+ student athletes a great experience. And our coaches certainly have that objective. Ours is the objective of, from an administrative standpoint, how are we going to accomplish that goal?
My name is Hassan Dogman, Chairman of the NAIA Association of Student Athletes, and what I do is I represent the 65,000 student athletes across the country. From one of the things we do is we'd like to create a better environment for the student athletes, and some of the things on our agenda were the mandatory one-day off legislation. And what this consists of is a policy that will allow universities to give each of their students one day off, and it can be any day of the week. And this is something that's came about because we would like student athletes to have the opportunity to recover, and again, we're students first. So we had a couple issues with athletes competing way too many days in a row. So this is more of a health thing that we'd like to push through. The second of our legislation is the football practices. We would like to limit the football practices to 1 contact practice per day, which will allow us to mitigate the amount of concussions that have taken place, again, to enhance our student athlete experience and also make sure our student athletes are safe and competing well.
I'm Kevin Sweeney from Wayland Baptist University, and I'm our faculty athletic rep. This year there have been a lot of interesting new things that we've tried. We've tried the new digital ECP, which has made life a lot easier. I don't have to go track coaches down to get their signatures. Now we can send that by the phone. The coach gets it where they are. It takes them just a few seconds to verify if my form's correct, and they send it right back or approve it. Also, if they're traveling on Saturday, and this used to be a big hassle, we'd have to fax forms back and forth. Now we can just digitally send it. So that's been a great improvement. We've also started a mentoring program with FARA where folks who've been around doing this for quite a while can contact with newcomers if they have questions, that someone that they can just pick up the phone or shoot an email to, and usually that can take care of the problem as well. They're also, the NAIA is starting some really cool brand new programs that they're going to put online for training for coaches, training for FARs. They get a lot of calls every year, over 600 this year, and so this might be a way for us to go through these training loops and take care of answering a few of those questions.